Ezra came to the show to reunite her mom, Cecile, with her first love. Now, Cecile thought she was here for a makeover. Take a look at this.
I called the show because I wanted to find my mom's first love, Lee. I first heard about Lee last summer when my mom was listening to the radio, and I walked in and she started talking about him while we were listening to the song. She just told me that her and Lee had good times. They dated a few times, they laughed together, and from what she tells me, he made her feel really good. My mom met Lee in Turkey, and they dated, and then they ran back into each other in Germany a year later. And then after that, they never spoke. He was in the Air Force. The last time they saw each other, he did receive orders really quickly, and he just had to up and leave, no time to exchange numbers, contact information. It was pretty sad. From the way she was telling me, it seemed that she was hurt when it happened. After getting more information about Lee, it turned into a cute little love story. Every time she mentioned her first love, she always had a smile on her face. After 20 years of not seeing each other, she still seems happy when his name comes about. She lights up when she mentions his name. When the name Lee is mentioned on TV or anywhere, she just happens to smile, cute little smirk on her face, and she's never done that, not when she describes any man. I think it's the cutest love story, like that you would see on a movie. Last summer, she started talking about this guy. From what I know, his name is Lee. She talked about him, and every time she talked about him, she told me a little bit more. So I picked up, and then finally one day I just asked her, what's the whole story? So she told me the whole story.
Ezra had no idea that we found her mom's first love, Lee. And I let Ezra in on the surprise. Take a look at this. Well, guess what?
What?
All the information that you gave us about Lee, we found him.
No.
Oh, yeah, we did. Please welcome Lee to the show. Have a seat for a second. You know what? I thought maybe we'd do this a little different, because now I got to find out why you were such an impression and see if it matches the same story. When's the last time you heard from her mom?
It's been at least maybe 20 years.
Do you remember her?
Yes.
All right, what do you remember about the relationship? And as she goes along, I want you to confirm what happened. Where did the two of you meet? You met overseas, didn't you?
Yes, we did. We met in Turkey. We met in Turkey. I was there on TDY.
In the military?
Yes, I was in the Air Force. And
TDY, for these people who don't know, is a temporary assignment. You were there for 30 days.
Yeah, I was coming out of a belly dance club.
Okay.
And I went there with some friends, okay? And I left out of there early, and I went to go look at the surrounding, the street in the neighborhood. And I noticed a couple walking and a young lady walking behind them. So I figured I'd approach them and ask them some questions about the town, because I liked the young lady that I saw that was walking behind.
And that was Cecile, of course.
Yeah, right, that was Cecile. Before I left Turkey, we exchanged information, and I went back to Germany, because that's where I was stationed.
Okay.
Okay. And so we wrote letters back and forth to each other for about 2 or 3 months. And I kept begging her, asking her when she was going to come to Germany. And so she finally came to Germany.
Cecile still thought she was here for a makeover, but I was able to get her to talk about her first love from 20 years ago. Take a look at this. Well, please welcome Ezra's mom, Cecile, to the show. Spin around, let them see you, girlfriend. What a nice makeover. There you go. There you go. Scroll that stuff. Go ahead. You look great. What do you think? What do you think?
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Have a seat. You were all worried about us cutting your hair too short, right? Ezra, tell us again. Why did you want your mom to have a makeover?
Because to me, she deserves everything. She's done so much for me, for my brother. She's been through...
we've been through.
Yeah, we've been through very difficult times. And I think she deserves the world.
Well, there you go. Absolutely. Absolutely. You look great. What's it like having a kid like this? Honey, you confide in her a lot, don't you?
Oh, she's very special. I feel fortunate to be her mother.
Yeah, well, that's great. You know, now, she was telling me about, you know, giving you a makeover, trying to get you on track because she thinks that you haven't been out dating enough and haven't been seeing people enough, staying at home, taking care of them. And then she mentioned to me some guy. Is that right?
No.
You stay home a lot. She stays home a lot, right?
Yeah, she stays home.
Well, she mentioned some guy to me, some dude named Lee or something that you used to go out with a long time ago. No, but I should tell her, don't you think?
No.
What do you mean don't tell her?
No.
No. Well, you've been talking to her about some guy named Lee, right? Some guy you used to go out with. Oh, Lord, tell me about Lee for a second. What do you remember about him?
Gosh, he was, that was such a long time ago.
How long ago was such a long time ago? Because a lot of things happen over time, right? But how long ago was that? Like 20 years ago?
I'll say 20, 21.
21. You were where? You were in Turkey or something, were you?
Yes. I was in Turkey.
And you met him?
I met him in Turkey, actually, yes.
One of them big gloves, huh? Go ahead, tell us about it a little bit.
Well, he was a very talented young man at the time, and
Talented in what way?
He was in the Air Force. He was in the Air Force.
He's in the Air Force?
He was on special duty in Turkey at the time.
And then you went to see him in Germany?
We have briefly met. So I think I've had to translate for him while he was shopping there.
Really?
And we exchanged phone numbers. Didn't think anything that we would have a chance to contact each other again.
We finally surprised Cecile with her first love, Lee. Take a look at this. Do you know what this show's about? Do you know what this is about? Can I tell you?
It's about
Watch
a makeover.
It's not about no makeover. Your daughter got you all made over because she's been sitting back for the last year listening to all your stories about this guy that was your long-lost love. And she contacted us and said, Montel, can you find him?
This is a setup.
Guess what? Mom, it's a setup of immense proportion because please welcome Lee to the show. Have a seat, have a seat. Oh. Well, I forget what I have a seat, have a seat.
So good to see you. Look at you.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to watch y'all.
To you? It's the cutest story I'm talking about.
The cute? Okay, look, you go backstage. I don't want to talk to you no more. Go. You go back. Go back. I want to talk. Go. I'm going to talk. I'm going to talk. Go back. We'll get you back later. You'll come back later. Hold on. I got to talk to Mom and Dad. Mom and Dad. I got to talk. How y'all doing? How you doing?
Good.
Great. This is awesome.
What a surprise.
So, over all this time, have you been thinking about her?
Through the years, because I have photos, you know, and...
Don't you have that photo with you? Where's that one little photo? Don't you have a photo of the two of you in a little booth or something?
Yes, I had...
Look, right there. Right there. He's had that picture for 20 years. We'll take a break and we'll find out how Cecile and Lee are still doing now after the show. We'll be back right after this.
Hi, Montel. Since I have been home, Lee and I talk to one another every day, and at times we stay up all night talking.
My mom and Lee, from what I know, they've grown real close. I see her talking on the phone, still smiling. She seems real happy with her friendship with Lee.
I had made a promise to her that I would come and visit Georgia. I'm excited about going there. Connecting with Cecile has been actually a long time dream of mine, and now we have a chance to reconnect 20 years later, which is, oh wow, it's just, words can't even describe it, you know, but I'm just so glad that we've had the opportunity to be reconnected again.
Montel, I'd like to give you my gratitude for making this connection happen. Though it was a surprise, it was a pleasant one, and I have enjoyed every second given the chance to reconnect with my long-lost friend.